Chances are, if you're watching this video, you are in high school, college, or even a 9 to 5 worker. And if you are stuck in this never ending cycle and you just started to realize it and you're wondering, how do I break out of this? And today I'm going to tell you perfectly how you can break out of this cycle so then you can become whatever you want to become in the future of making a lot of money, having freedom in your entire life. Because right now I am free. I don't have someone up my butt about working a job. I never will for the rest of my life because I learned this one skill, and that one skill is trading. And trading has taught me to believe that I can make $600 in 2 minutes of my day. And yes, I say $600. I don't say 60,000. I don't say 6,000. I don't say 100,000. Yes, I want to get there in my life, but I am not there right now. And that is completely okay with me because I am not going to be comparing myself with people that have been doing this for 4 years, 5 years. And I'm going to tell you the realistic way to escape the career that you are doing, to escape the grind that you're doing, to escape everything. But before I start telling you about all of that, I'm going to tell you about my story and why I am here where I am at right now. And 2 years ago, well over 2 years ago to be honest, I started trading. And I saw a TikTok on it. It was nothing special. I saw a TikTok. This guy made like $200. And I was like, wow, that's a lot of money. That was a lot of money for me at the time. And I thought, if he can do this, he looked to be about my age. And if he can do this, why can't I? And the reason is, you can. You can do whatever you want with your life. I am a normal kid. There is nothing special about me. I am technically still in college. Yes, I might drop out in a year, but I'm currently still in college and I'm happy with it because I'm a finance major. I'm studying about money. I'm studying about wealth. I'm not studying to just be rich because I don't want to be rich in my life. I want to be wealthy. And I'm getting wealthy through trading, through starting a couple other businesses that I have, and just doing the things that I love to do in my life. And the reason I'm doing that is because I can only work for like 2 to 3 hours a day max, and I'm done. Instead of working 8 hours, I'm working, like I said, 2 hours. And what do I do with the rest of my day? I enjoy my day. I enjoy the freedom I have. And I don't just sit and mope, sit on TikTok, sit on Instagram, like most people do with their day. And, everyone says that, it's boredom and everything like that when you have all that freedom. But in reality, it's not. I can do whatever the hell I want. I can literally go to Florida, go to Miami, go to Italy, go to Europe, go to anywhere. And I can do it just like that. Am I going to do that? Maybe. But I can literally do it just like this because I learned what to do with my life. I have the complete freedom and control to do everything I want. And all it is because I decided to take one day, one step forward into bettering myself and bettering my career. And now that I touched on all of that stuff, I'm going to tell you guys how you guys can do the same exact thing. I'm going to give you this blueprint about these 3 rules that I follow every single day that you can do to better yourself and be disciplined enough and be consistent enough so that you can be doing what I am doing right now, escaping the freedom and escaping that reality, that fake reality, that false advertising that they have of college is the escape. The 9-to-5 job is the escape, when in reality it isn't. And I'm going to tell you guys how to escape that through discipline, through lifting, and through working. And actually working on something that you enjoy. For starters, I'm going to tell you guys about discipline. This is going to be the only mindset one that I'm going to talk about. I'm just going to touch on it for a little bit. But discipline is just doing something every single day. If you are disciplined enough, you are going to do something every single day, even if you hate it or if you love it. And that is what you should be doing. There's a story about a bamboo, about how someone watered a bamboo every single day for a year, 2 years, 3 years. They saw no progress, and then one day that bamboo shot 100 feet tall. Do you think it shot overnight? No. Well, it did. But guess what? It shot overnight because he watered it every single day. Little did he know the roots under it were what was building that bamboo to go 100 feet tall. His neighbors didn't believe in him. No one believed in him. Maybe your parents don't even believe in you. Guess what? That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who believes in you, who doesn't. Because There's a reason there's only 2 spots in a supercar. It's for you and the person you care about the most. It's not for your whole family. Because guess what? That will never be the case. Never. There's times where your parents won't believe in you, your friends won't believe in you, your siblings won't believe in you. No one will. But if you're disciplined enough to do what you're supposed to do, guess what? You're still going to make it. It doesn't matter who believes in you. As long as you believe in yourself, that's what matters the most. And if you're disciplined enough to actually listen to yourself and listen to your rules that you make, you will make it. I am telling you this right now from experience. You're going to make it if you're disciplined enough. And that brings me on my second topic of lifting. If you can lift every single day, it brings back to discipline. If you can lift every single day, guess what? You're going to get that pent up energy out that you're wanting to get out. And the only reason to get that out is because say you're having a really crappy day. It doesn't matter what you're doing. Say, for me, say I lose money trading. I go lift because I'm not going to do anything else until I lift because I'm just going to be pissed off the entire day. And I go and lift and I better myself. I feel better. I look better than what I did 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I was sitting at like 140 pounds. I was the same exact height and I was literally like this string bean potato. And I looked at myself in the mirror and I hated myself. I hated everything about myself. And I went in the gym and I started to like myself a little bit more, but then there was something missing. And I realized it was just me trading and trying to actually escape the life that I was living at that moment. And if you can lift every single day, that is going to be the blueprint of your success. Because guess what? If you can show up in the gym every day, 24/7, more like 7 days a week, 5 days a week, whatever your lifting program is, if you can show up every single day, you're going to show up with my next topic, which is going to be work. So obviously that brings us to our last topic of working. You need to work for 4 hours a day, 5 hours a day. But when I say work, I don't say when you work at your 8-hour job, you're not just like, I'm just going to do this really quick. No, that's not what it is. What it is 4 hours of deep work. That's all I ask. Get off your phone, get off everything, what you're doing, take all the distractions, put them in a completely different room and just work. Don't do anything else. Just work. That is what deep work is. Deep work is actually doing what you told yourself you were going to do instead of sitting on TikTok for 2 hours and then you're working for 6 hours instead of 4. Instead, work for those 4 hours, get as much as you can get done, and then guess what? You're done for the entire day. I work for like 30 minutes to an hour a day. But when I first started trading, I used to work for 10 hours a day because I would go on my phone, I would go on TikTok, and then I started to see this little system show up, and then I, put my phone in a different room, and then 4 hours went by, and I was done working. I finished everything that I wanted to do. I back tested, I started that business that I wanted to do, and I did everything that I did and wanted to do for 4 hours instead of 10. Because I got rid of one little distraction and it was my phone. It was nothing else. It was literally the killer of my future. And I didn't realize it at the time, but in reality, that's what it was. And that is literally the whole point of this video. Those are the 3 topics that I wanted to touch on very briefly. And that is all I'm going to talk about because there's nothing I want to overfill you enough with energy. I don't want to keep you guessing with what I need to do next. I'm just telling you those are the 3 things that help me and what can help you in your future so you can actually be successful in your life. If you finish watching this video, that means you are on a really good path. You will be successful in a year or 2 years if you follow what I'm telling you to follow. This means that you're ready. You're willing to work. But if you're willing to put that time and effort in to watching this video, maybe you should be willing to put that time and effort in to, the charts, that business that you wanted to start. Because this isn't for everyone. 1% of traders actually make it. So how can you be a part of that 1%? It's by doing those 3 things and escaping that false reality that you're in right now. But here's the thing. Most are going to keep partying. Most are going to keep coasting through life. And they're going to be waiting for their real life, their real freedom to come true. It's not going to come true until they retire when they're 65, if they're even able to retire because they have enough money saved up. Because some people don't. And that is, if that's the life they want to live, that's the life they want to live. But you, if you're still watching this, you are completely different. There is something about you that is making you watch this entire thing. You're on this mission to success, but you don't know how to get there. And if you follow those three things, that is what's going to get you to become where you want to be. And if you're building your way out right now, keep building it. There's no reason to stop. You need that discipline to keep going. You need that, you need to lift after. Maybe if you're not lifting right now, go to the gym after this, or put your phone in a different room and work for 4 hours and only work. Do nothing else, because this is the thing. You're just getting started with this. Why waste your time and effort and all that money that you're wasting just because you want to hop on your phone for a little bit? That is completely pointless. And that is literally all I'm going to leave you with. If you want to do anything that I'm doing, if you want to follow up with me on any other social medias, you can. It's in the link in the description. And then if you also want, I do calls. If you want to do coaching calls, I will talk to you more about how to start your trading career. And if you just don't want to do any of that and you just want to join a free community, I have a free trading community that talks about growth. We literally had this 15-year-old kid purchase a fucking Chrome Hearts t-shirt and also a Rolex. Because guess what? He figured it out early of what to do. And you can be the same exact way. It's not me talking about it. It is real life testimonials of other people doing this exact same thing. And it is completely for free. So if you want to check that out, it's going to be in the link in the description. And that's all I'm going to leave you guys with. Escape the reality that you're in. Escape that false system that you're in. And if you do, you will become extremely successful in your life.